Welcome once again to our weekly news roundup. I'm Alvin for OG Tech, and here are our stories. Our first story is Impossible Foods partners with Burger King to make the Impossible Whopper. Firefox and Mozilla and Google is planning to rethink the way we grant permissions to websites. And lastly, 5G is launched by SKT or SK Telecom in South Korea, beating US and China to the punch. Alright, our first story is Impossible Foods partners with Burger King for the Impossible Whopper. If anyone watching right now is not aware, Impossible Foods makes this meat substitute that doesn't really have any meat, but it acts like meat. It looks like meat and tastes like meat. It even bleeds like meat. It essentially bleeds when you slice the meat. It essentially has this I forgot what it's made out of, but plant material that has it bleed red, and it essentially is meat for vegetarians. Now Impossible Foods has partnered with Burger King to make the Impossible Whopper, which is a beef-free burger. They've already partnered with White Castle before, but now they're also partnering with Burger King for the Impossible Whopper. I know our vegetarian viewers might want this Impossible Whopper, but unfortunately it's only available for now in the US in select areas only. So for now, we'll wait for it to be released here in Cebu as usual. All right, our next story is Firefox and Google Chrome is thinking of a way to adjust the permissions asked by websites. Essentially, they're thinking of balancing it between being very pushy and not asking you at all. Chances are, if you've been browsing the web recently, you'll notice some websites will ask you permissions, for example, location, whatever. It depends on the website's what the website needs for you to for it to have a decent performance, or what data it needs. So Google and of course Mozilla is thinking of a way to how to balance being pushy of these notifications and as well as not asking at all, because chances are if you're asked right away for permission from a website, you'll probably block it. I know I do. Personally, I do. And for now, in the link we'll be posting below, Google and Mozilla explains how their mindset for how to deal with these permissions will be. And it's not clear yet how they'll deal with it, because websites really do need certain data for it to properly function. But at the same time, you don't want to give all the permissions in one go, because let's say you provide webcam access to your to a website. You don't really want that. Someone might be watching you right at that moment. It's creepy. It's not it's not privacy centric. All right, our last story is 5G finally has come, and it's not from AT&T, it's not from Verizon, it's SKT. SKT or SK Telecom and two smaller they've launched 5G in South Korea last Thursday with Samsung, with cooperation with Samsung, with their 5G enabled Galaxy S10. This technology can offer 20 times faster data speeds than 4G LTE or long-term evolution. networks and better support for AI and VR with low latency. As South Korea claimed to be the first country but was disputed by US carriers who say they've rolled out 5G first. But for me, it's debatable because there were reports that AT&T's 5G isn't really 5G. It's actually just rebranded 5G and is actually slower than their 4G LTE connection. And as for me, if I don't really care who's first, as long as it comes here to the Philippines, to Cebu, in a proper manner, in a proper fashion, you know, real 5G and real 5G speeds, and you know, bang for the buck, as they say, when it comes to how they will we will be paying for this 5G service. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching. Please like and follow our Facebook page. We constantly do live streams for the latest games and fun events all throughout Cebu. All our social media will also be linked in the description in our Facebook page where we'll be posting this video. And once again, this has been Alvin for OG Tech, and thanks for watching.